I think it makes our governments more human and it makes them more approachable because we have presidents, we have heads of state on these technologies that are constantly saying what they're doing, constantly updating with what they're seeing and what policies they're working on and who they're meeting with. And also at the same time looking at what everyone else in the country is discussing, and they can reply directly and they can have a conversation directly and they can make all of this discourse public and allow for anyone to participate. So I think as we get more governments on, they become more and more transparent, they become more human, and they become more approachable. Oh, I love it. Not only are they doing it daily, but they're doing it themselves. They don't have someone else writing for them. So when the president tweets, he actually takes out his BlackBerry and he updates himself. And I think that's part of the humanness of this technology is that a public figure, someone who's running a government or running a corporation or running their own brand can update and have their own message and have their own thoughts and share that and then communicate and really converse with anyone who wants to participate. I think that's inspiring and amazing and something I've never seen in the world before. I think the world is moving generally towards more transparency as we have more of these technologies which show us how we're all connected and show the connections between government and between people and between other governments and corporations. And we can actually see when a policy is announced, its effect, and we can see it almost immediately. And we've never had that before. We've never had that sort of immediacy where we can talk about a policy discussion and then get immediate feedback from all of the people instantaneously. And that can help generate the next iteration of the policy or inform the policy to make it better. And so I definitely feel like this sort of approach has changed the way we think about writing policy and writing law. And I think we're more integrative of all the opinions that are coming from all the citizens and all the people that will be governed by these policies and pay attention to these policies. Absolutely not. But it is a good way to provide a framing for a longer discussion. So 140 characters is just a spark of an idea. And hopefully that spark generates an interaction. Hopefully that spark generates a discourse and a longer conversation that's not necessarily on Twitter. It could be in a town hall, it could be a discussion on a blog, it could be a video conference, it could be a meeting. But the important thing is that we have that spark and we have that initial amount of thought that everyone can access, and then if they choose, they can participate later on and potentially in real time. Yes, I'm following him now, and he updates quite frequently. He welcomed me to the country last night, and I replied to him very late, and he got back to me, so evidently he doesn't sleep. Yeah, he's been really amazing, and I just love the fact that he's updating himself. I think that's very rare, especially for someone who as busy as he is, to actually take the time to take his BlackBerry and write out a message, knowing that all of the people in the country are watching, and they're interpreting, and they're really looking at how he's taking to this technology, and he's participating.